If they wanted to teach you, they would, but they won't. So I will. NHS England is about to be no more, but that doesn't mean that the NHS as we know it is going anywhere. The Prime Minister of the UK, Keir Starmer, has officially announced that NHS England will be abolished. But the reality is, for most people, that sounds too close to the NHS being abolished, which I can confirm is not what is happening. There is a big distinction between the NHS and NHS England. While the NHS was founded in 1948 after World War II, NHS England was set up in 2012 by the Conservative Party to handle the day-to-day running of public health service providers like dentists, GPs, hospitals and mental health services, and is not controlled by central government. The current Labour Party, however, feel as though NHS England is not as efficient as possible, and they believe that it makes more sense for the day-to-day running of the NHS to be managed by the Department of Health and Social Care, which is controlled by central government. The theory is that abolishing NHS England would not only save money that can be used to pay for additional nurses and doctors, which would improve care and reduce waiting times, but it would also remove the duplication of efforts between the Department of Health and Social Care currently and NHS England, as well as improve the management of taxpayers' funds that go into funding the NHS. Because you have to bear in mind, around 90% of the government health spending for England is controlled and distributed by NHS England. In 2022-23, the Department of Health and Social Care had a budget of £181.7 billion. 94% or £171.8 billion of that was earmarked for day-to-day spending, which includes salaries for NHS staff, medicines, etc, etc. Of the day-to-day spending, NHS England was allocated £155.1 billion of that sum to distribute as they saw fit. I repeat, this isn't an organisation controlled by central government, but instead operates at what is called arm's length from the government in order to give the NHS greater independence and autonomy. And running NHS England is not cheap, like at all. In fact, the admin and programme costs of running NHS England last year was £3.2 billion, which is around 2% of the total NHS budget, and Labour believe that through getting rid of NHS England, they could save £100 million a year, which is a very decent amount of money if their calculations are correct. But my question to you is, do you think that this is the right move to make, or do you think the NHS should continue to have independence? Let me know in the comments.